Okay, so welcome back. We're going to be solving two more questions from the second chapter of the fundamentals of electric circuits. And in the first question, we need to calculate V and Ix in the circuit on the right hand side. So we talked about Kirchhoff voltage law, and basically we consider different loops. And since we have two different loops in this circuit, this one and the second one, we should be able to find the two unknowns that we have in here, which are V and Ix. So I'm just going to color code each loop. So let's start with the first loop. Basically, we're going from one point going back to where we start, and we just need to watch for the terminal we are entering. If it's positive, positive, and if it's negative, negative. So starting from this point, we're going to get to this element which we are entering the negative terminal, so negative 10 volt, and based on the Kirchhoff's law, the sum of the voltage in every loop has to be 0. So passing on this one, we're going to get to the positive pole, which is B, and we can see that is not known. We don't have the voltage for that element, but we know it's positive. Moving on further, we're going to get to the second element. That's going to be positive, and it will be 4. And passing through this element, getting back to our starting point, and that's pretty much everything. This has to be equal to 0, so our voltage in here would be basically negative 10 plus 4, negative 6. If it goes on the other side, it's going to be 6 volt, and that's going to be the voltage part. Let's move on to the second loop. Again, we can start from any point. Let's just do it from here. We're going to get into the positive pole, 3ix. So 3ix passing through, we're going to get to the second element. This one is negative, so negative 4. And the last one, we're going to come back to 16 plus 16 is equal to, and getting back to our starting point, 0. And you may ask, because the direction of the I is in the opposite direction of our clockwise loop, we can actually also consider counterclockwise loop too. It doesn't matter at the end. It's just multiplying this equation by -1, which won't change anything. So still, if you rather to go counterclockwise instead of clockwise, just to follow the direction of the Ix, you're going to get the same answer, so no difference. So -4 plus 16 is going to be 12, and Ix is going to go, if you bring the 12 on the other side, it's going to be -12/3, so -4, and that shows the Ix has to be actually in the opposite direction. And yeah, that's just the value for the voltage and the current in the circuit. Let's move on to the second question. Very similar to the first one, we need to find the V0 in here, which is basically the voltage between these two different outputs. So if we look at this, we can consider our uh, loop in here clockwise or counterclockwise, but since we can figure out the direction of the current is from the higher voltage to the lower voltage, we're going to consider counterclockwise loop, and that way when we get to resistor, we're gonna consider positive voltage for each. So we can start from this point, getting to a negative terminal, so -25. We're gonna get to the first resistor plus 14, the current, let's just consider it I, and we're gonna have the next one 16I, and this is coming from the Ohm's law. Voltage is equal to resistance times current. And moving here, we're gonna enter the positive terminal plus 10, and this will be equal to 0, so -15 plus 30I is equal to 0, and that shows our current is 0.5 amp. So now that we have this, we can consider like any of these loops. Let's go with this loop right here, and let's see what we get for the V0. So I'm considering again the right half of this circuit. So again, we're going to enter the negative terminal of 25 plus 14 times the current, which we figure as 0.5, and we're going to enter the V0 plus, and that's going to be again equals 0. This is going to be 7. So -25 plus 7 is going to be -18 plus V0 is equal to 0. And the voltage that we are looking for is going to be 18 volt. And you may be wondering what happens if we do the loop uh, uh the left half of this. We're gonna get the same thing because we know also the current is in this direction. Let me just color code it, then don't get mixed up. So let's go with that one. We're gonna have 16i, which is 0.5, again same current, plus 10, and we're gonna enter negative v0 equals 0, and that's gonna give us 8 plus 10, so same voltage. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So as long as you figure out the current direction, you just consider the voltage for resistor positive. And yeah, everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.